Let's look at a lesson from Tili Kannada grade 5. The name of this lesson is Bakkasurana Vadhe. Bakkasura is the name of a demon and Vadhe is killing. So the killing of Bakkasura. Now Mahabharata, all of us know the Mahabharata story. So there were Kauravas and Pandavas, and the Kauravas always wanted to kill the Pandavas. So once they cheated them and made them live in a palace of wax, and then they set it on fire. So now after when the Kauravas did that, and after that what happened, we will see. Pandavaru Aragina Aramaneya Benkiyinda Paradaru. So the Pandavas, they escaped from the fire which was on the wax palace. They were living in that wax palace and the Kauravas set it on fire. The Pandavas escaped that fire. And Ekachakra emba urige bandaru. And they came to a place, a village called as Ekachakra. Adandu Agrahara. And that was a Agrahara. Agrahara means a lane or a area full of Brahmins. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬ್ರಾಹ್ಮಣನೊಬ್ಬನ ಮನೆಯ ಪಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿ ವಾಸಿಸತೊಡಗಿದರು. And they started living next to a Brahmin. ಒಂದು ದಿನ ಆ ಬ್ರಾಹ್ಮಣರ ಮನೆಯಿಂದ ಜೋರಾಗಿ ಅಳುವ ಧ್ವನಿ ಕೇಳಿಸಿತು. And one day they heard a loud cry from their neighbor, from their house. ಕುಂತಿ ಏನೆಂದು ವಿಚಾರಿಸಲು ಹೋದಳು. And Kunti, she was wondering what happened, and she goes to enquire. ಆ ಊರಿನ ಸಮೀಪದ ಬೆಟ್ಟದಲ್ಲಿ ಬಕ್ಕಾಸುರನೆಂಬ ರಾಕ್ಷಸನು ವಾಸವಾಗಿದ್ದನು. So nearby to the village where they lived, on a hill, there was a demon by name Bakkasura living. ಅವನಿಗೆ ಹಸಿವಾದಾಗ ಊರಿನೊಳಗೆ ನುಗ್ಗಿ ಸಿಕ್ಕ ಜನರನ್ನು ಕೊಂದು ತಿನ್ನುತ್ತಿದ್ದನು. And whenever he felt hungry, he would just walk into that village and he would just pick people. Whoever he is able to pick in his hands, he will pick them, kill them and start eating them. ಅವರು ಸದಾ ಭಯದ ನೆರಳಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಬದುಕುತ್ತಿದ್ದರು. And so all the people in the village, they were living out of fear because they were not sure when that Bakkasura will get hungry and when will he just come and barge into their village and just pick somebody and start eating. So they always lived in fear. ಈ ಕಷ್ಟದಿಂದ ಪಾರಾಗಲು ಊರಿನ ಜನರು ಆ ರಾಕ್ಷಸನೊಂದಿಗೆ ಒಪ್ಪಂದವನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದರು. So to overcome this fear and difficulty and uncertainty when the demon will come in, so they got into an agreement with the demon. ದಿನದಿನವೂ ಸರದಿಯಂತೆ ಒಬ್ಬರ ಮನೆಯಿಂದ ಒಂದು ಬಂಡಿ ಅನ್ನ, 2 ಬಲಿಷ್ಠ ಹೋರಿಗಳು ಮತ್ತು ಒಬ್ಬ ಮನುಷ್ಯನನ್ನು ಒಪ್ಪಿಸಬೇಕಿತ್ತು. So what was the agreement? They agreed that every day people will take turns. Whoever is living in that village, they will take turns and they will send him 1 cart full of rice, 2 nice and strong and healthy oxes or cows, and 1 human, so that he can have his food there. ಈಗ ಈ ಬ್ರಾಹ್ಮಣ ಮನೆಯ ಸರದಿ ಇತ್ತು. So this time it was the turn of the Brahmin who was the neighbor of the Pandavas. ಅವರಿಗೆ ಒಬ್ಬನೇ ಮಗನು, and they had only 1 son. ಅವನು ರಾಕ್ಷಸನ ಆಹಾರವಾಗಬೇಕೆಲ್ಲ ಎಂದು ದುಃಖಿಸುತ್ತಿದ್ದರು. They were feeling sad because their only child, their only son has to go as a food for the rakshasa or the demon. ಆಗ ಕುಂತಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಸಮಾಧಾನ ಹೇಳಿದಳು. ಕುಂತಿ ಕನ್ಸೋಲ್ಡ್ ದೆಮ್. ಅವರ ಮಗನ ಬದಲು ತನ್ನ 5 ಮಕ್ಕಳಲ್ಲಿ ಒಬ್ಬನನ್ನು ಕಳುಹಿಸಿ ಕೊಡುವುದಾಗಿ ಭರವಸೆ ನೀಡಿದಳು. So she assured them that amongst her 5 children, she will send any one of her son instead of their son. ಇತರೆ ಸಿದ್ಧತೆಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿಕೊಳ್ಳಲು ತಿಳಿಸಿದಳು. And she told them to take care of all the other arrangements. ಕುಂತಿ ಮನೆಗೆ ಬಂದಳು. ಭೀಮನಿಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ವಿಷಯ ತಿಳಿಸಿದಳು. So Kunti returned home and she told Bhima about what she learned from the neighbors. ನಾಳೆ ನಿನಗೆ ಮೃಷ್ಟಾನ್ನ ಭೋಜನ, ಹೊಟ್ಟೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಊಟ ಮಾಡಬೇಕೆಂದಳು. So she's saying tomorrow you're going to have a feast. So eat well so that your stomach is full. ಮರುದಿನ ಭೀಮ ನಸುಕಿನಲ್ಲೇ ಎದ್ದನು. ಸೊ ದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಡೇ ಅರ್ಲಿ ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಇಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಭೀಮ woke up. ಬೇಗ ಬೇಗ ಸ್ನಾನಾದಿಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿ ವೀರಗಚ್ಚೆ ಹಾಕಿ ಸಿದ್ಧನಾದನು. ಸೊ he quickly finished his bath and wore his dhoti and got ready. ಬಂಡಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬಗೆ ಬಗೆಯ ಆಹಾರವನ್ನು ದೊಡ್ಡ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಪಾತ್ರಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬಿ ಇಡಲಾಗಿತ್ತು. So in the cart lot of different kinds of dishes were filled in huge vessels and it was kept on the cart. ಹಾಲು, ಮೊಸರು, ತುಪ್ಪದ ಗಡಿಗೆಗಳನ್ನು ಒಪ್ಪವಾಗಿ ಜೋಡಿಸಿದ್ದರು. So there were pots full of milk. Halu is milk, mosaru is curd, tuppa is ghee. So pots full of milk, curd and ghee were tidily, nicely, neatly arranged on the cart. ತಾಯಿ ಕುಂತಿಗೆ ನಮಸ್ಕರಿಸಿ ಭೀಮ ಬಂಡಿಯನ್ನು ಏರಿದನು. So he took the mother's blessings and he got onto the cart. ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬರಿಗಾಗಿ ತನ್ನ ಪ್ರಾಣ ಕೊಡಲು ಭೀಮನು ಸಿದ್ಧನಾದನು. So Bhima was ready to give his life for the sake of somebody else. ಈ ತ್ಯಾಗಿಯನ್ನು ಊರಿನ ಜನರು ಅಚ್ಚರಿಯಿಂದ ನೋಡುತ್ತಿದ್ದರು. So he is making such a great sacrifice. He is ready to give his life for the sake of somebody else. So all the people in the village were looking at him in amazement. They were so amazed to look at him. ಆದರೆ ಭೀಮ ಯಾವ ಭಯವೂ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ನಗುನಗುತ್ತಾ ನಾನು ಹೋಗಿ ಬರುವೆ, ನೀವು ಹೊರಡಿ ಎಂದು ಊರ ಜನರಿಗೆ ಸಮಾಧಾನ ಹೇಳಿದನು. And Bhima was not scared of anything and very happily and smilingly he told all the people, I am going. ಬಂಡಿಯನ್ನು ರಾಕ್ಷಸನಿದ್ದ ಕಡೆಗೆ ಓಡಿಸಿದನು. And he started driving his cart towards the demon. ಬಂಡಿ ಊರಿನಿಂದ ದೂರ ಬಂದಿತ್ತು. And he had traveled a little distance and he had come far away from his village. ಅಡುಗೆಯ ಸುವಾಸನೆ ಭೀಮನ ಹಸಿವನ್ನು ಕೆರಳಿಸಿತು. And the smell, that tasty good smell of the food made him to feel hungry. ಹೋರಿಗಳನ್ನು ನಿಧಾನವಾಗಿ ಹೋಗಲು ಬಿಟ್ಟನು. So he let the cows to go slowly in whatever speed they wanted. ಒಂದೊಂದಾಗಿ ಭಕ್ಷ್ಯಗಳನ್ನು ಸವಿಯತೊಡಗಿದನು. And he slowly started tasting all the dishes that were on the cart. ದೊಡ್ಡ ದೊಡ್ಡ ತುತ್ತುಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತಾ ಚೆಂಡಿನಂತೆ ಹಾರಿಸುತ್ತಾ ಮೋಜಿನಿಂದ ಊಟ ಮಾಡಲು ತೊಡಗಿದನು. So tuttu means a morsel, a handful of food. He would take it, make it like a ball. He would make it go up and start eating. And he started enjoying his food. ಮಧ್ಯ ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಲು ತುಪ್ಪದ ಗಡಿಗೆಗಳನ್ನು ಎತ್ತಿ ಎತ್ತಿ ಕುಡಿದನು. And in between he would take the pots which was filled with milk and curd and ghee and he would start drinking them. Okay. And then ಮುಕ್ಕಾಲು ಪಾಲು ಬಂಡಿಯ ಅನ್ನವನ್ನು ಭೀಮನೇ ಮುಗಿಸಿದ್ದನು. And 3/4 of the food that was on the cart he finished it. Bhima himself finished it. ಹೋರಿಗಳು ಬಂಡಿಯನ್ನು ಎಳೆಯುತ್ತಾ ರಾಕ್ಷಸನಿರುವ ಬೆಟ್ಟದ ಬುಡಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದವು. And the bullocks which were pulling his cart, they slowly came and they stopped at the bottom of the hill where the demon was living. ದಿನವೂ ಬೇಗ ಬರುವ ಬಂಡಿ ಇಂದು ತಡವಾಗಿ ಬಂದುದನ್ನು ಕಂಡು ರಾಕ್ಷಸನಿಗೆ ಕೋಪ ನೆತ್ತಿಗೇರಿತು. So every day that cart would come early, quickly. But today the cart was delayed and this made the demon very angry. ಬಂಡಿಯನ್ನು ಕಂಡ ಕೂಡಲೇ ಬೆಟ್ಟದ ಮೇಲಿಂದ ದಡದಡನೆ ಕೆಳಗಿಳಿದು ಬಂದ. And as soon as he could spot the cart, he came running down. ಅವನನ್ನು ಕಂಡ ಭೀಮ ಅನ್ನ ಮೆತ್ತಿದ ಕೈಯನ್ನು ನೆಕ್ಕುತ್ತಾ ಎಲವೋ ಕುನಿ ಕೂಳಿದೆ ತಿನ್ನು ಬಾ. And Bhima, he was licking the food that was stuck to his fingers and he was calling the demon as, hey you dog, come here, there is some rice, come and eat ಎಂದು ಕರೆದನು. So he called him like that. ಇಲ್ಲಿಯವರೆಗೆ ಜನ ತನ್ನನ್ನು ಕಂಡ ಕೂಡಲೇ ಗಡಗಡನೆ ನಡುಗುತ್ತಿದ್ದರು. So far people are looking at the demon would get scared and they would start trembling. ಆದರೆ ಇವನು ತಾನು ತಿಂದ ಮಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ದನ್ನು ತಿನ್ನು ಬಾ ಎಂದು ಏಕವಚನದಲ್ಲಿ ಕರೆದುದಕ್ಕೆ ಬಹಳ ಸಿಟ್ಟು ಬಂತು. But what did Bhima do? Bhima had already eaten half of the food, not even half, 3/4 of the food. And then he is calling the demon and asking him to eat the remaining food. So the demon was very, very angry with him. ಮೊದಲು ಇವನನ್ನು ಮುಗಿಸಿ ಅನ್ನ ಹೋರಿಗಳನ್ನು ತಿನ್ನುವೆ. So first he thought, let me first finish this human, let me first eat him, then only I will go to the cows and the food in the cart. ನಂತರ ಊರಿನ ಜನರ ಪ್ರಾಣವನ್ನು ಹಿಂಡುವೆ ಎಂದು ಮುನ್ನಡೆದನು. And then he thought, I have to take these villagers to task. I am going to squeeze their life out. ಅತ್ತ ಭೀಮ ರಾಕ್ಷಸನಿಗೆ ಸಿಟ್ಟು ತರಿಸಲು ಅನ್ನದ ದೊಡ್ಡ ದೊಡ್ಡ ತುತ್ತನ್ನು ಹಾರಿಸುತ್ತಾ ಬಾಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹಿಡಿಯುತ್ತಿದ್ದನು. And Bhima did not keep quiet. He wanted to make the demon even more angry. So he would take a handful of rice and make it like a big ball. He would throw it up and catch it with his mouth. ರಾಕ್ಷಸನನ್ನು ನೋಡಿ ಭಕ್ಷ್ಯಗಳನ್ನು ತೋರಿಸಿ ಅಣಕಿಸತೊಡಗಿದನು. Then he looked at the demon and he would show him all the food on the cart and start teasing him and mocking him. ಬಕ್ಕಾಸುರ ಕೋಪದಿಂದ 2 ಕೈ ಮುಷ್ಟಿ ಕಟ್ಟಿ ಭೀಮನ ಬೆನ್ನಿಗೆ ಗುದ್ದನು. So Bakasura was very, very angry now. So both his hands, he made a fist with his hands and he punched the back of Bhima. Bhima ಆ ಏಟಿಗೆ ನಗುತ್ತಾ ಇಷ್ಟೇನಾ ನಿನ್ನ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಎಂದು ಹಂಗಿಸಿದನು. And Bhima, he made fun of him. He said, this is all is your strength. ಬಕ್ಕಾಸುರನಿಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿಲ್ಲದ ಕೋಪ ಬಂತು. And Bakasura, he became very furious now. ಭೀಮನ ಮೇಲೆ ಏರಿ ಬಂದನು. So he tried to climb over Bhima. ಒಬ್ಬರನ್ನೊಬ್ಬರು ಗುದ್ದಿದರು and they started punching each other. ಬೆಟ್ಟದ ಬಂಡೆಗಲ್ಲುಗಳನ್ನು ಎತ್ತಿ ಬಿಸಾಡಿದರು. They started throwing all the rocks and boulders on each other. ಮರಗಳನ್ನು ಬೇರು ಸಹಿತ ಕಿತ್ತು ಒಬ್ಬರ ಮೇಲೊಬ್ಬರು ಎಸೆದರು. So they started uprooting trees. With their roots they would uproot the trees and started throwing those trees on one another. ಕೊನೆಗೆ ಭೀಮ ಬಕ್ಕಾಸುರನ ಮುಖಕ್ಕೆ ಏಟನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟನು. And finally Bhima punched hard, or he hit hard on the face of the demon. ಬಕ್ಕಾಸುರ ರಕ್ತವನ್ನು ಕಾರುತ್ತಾ ಸತ್ತು ಬಿದ್ದನು. And Bakasura, he was like spitting and vomiting blood and he fell down and died. ಆಗಲೇ ಸಂಜೆ ಆಯಿತು. And by this time it was already evening by the time all this happened. Bhima ಬಕ್ಕಾಸುರನ ಹೆಣದೊಂದಿಗೆ ಊರಿಗೆ ಬಂದನು. So Bhima, he came back to his village with the dead body of that Bakasura. ಊರ ಮುಂದೆ ಬಂಡಿಯನ್ನು ನಿಲ್ಲಿಸಿದ. He stopped his cart in front of the village and ಮನೆಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಹಾಯಾಗಿ ನಿದ್ರಿಸಿದ. He stopped the cart there, he went home and he had a good sleep. ಮರುದಿನ ಬಂಡಿಯಲ್ಲಿರುವ ರಾಕ್ಷಸನನ್ನು ಕಂಡು ಜನ ಹೆದರಿದರು. So next day people saw the body of the demon in the cart and they got scared. ಆದರೆ ಸತ್ತಿರುವುದನ್ನು ಕಂಡು ಸಂತಸ ಪಟ್ಟರು. But then they realized that he was dead and they felt very, very happy. ಭೀಮನ ಧೈರ್ಯವನ್ನು ಮೆಚ್ಚಿ ಕೊಂಡಾಡಿದರು. So they praised his courage and they were also happy that Bhima could do what none of them could do. So this is Bakkasurana Vade.